The Washington Commanders, Shady McCoy.
5, right? I'm not going too crazy on them just because they did play well. That rookie quarterback that played great, and you did get to the conference game. So I'm not tripping too much on
Will?
Yeah, the Commanders, I'm going to do the same thing, man. I just feel like you're going into year 2.
Excuse me, sorry about
pretty
that.
much
The spice is
still
hot,
young,
man.
and still young. You got new guys there, but yeah, not too much pressure.
How?
I disagree with that. I think the pressure is there on them because based on what I believe they can achieve and how great I think Jayden Daniels is. And I've been saying this from the jump, and unfortunately I need to keep repeating it. I think Cliff Kingsbury is an awesome offensive coordinator and offensive coach. And I said this from day one before they ever took a snap together in the NFL, that this will be a shorter timeline, that you want to make sure you maximize your time with Cliff Kingsbury because he will be gone, and then you don't know who's going to be your next coordinator. And it's not like I think Jayden Daniels, his greatness and his success is beholden to an offensive coordinator, but it is still it still affects you. Coaching matters so much in the NFL. And quite frankly, Commanders fans should understand that because of the coaching carousel that they've had over the years. That head coaching, just coaching in general matters. And when you have a defensive head coach, your offensive coordinator with your quarterback is everything for your offense. Everything. And so, yeah, you want to get it done. It is a major loss that Detroit Lions team was as great as they were with the roster that they had and the ability to win at the rate that they were, and now they've lost both their coordinators. That is a real thing that they have to figure a way through, and it is not as easy as some people want to make you believe. And so that will most likely be a thing for the Commanders. I'm not going to act like it's doomsday. I'm not going to act like, oh my gosh, it's going to be the biggest thing ever, because I believe Jayden Daniels is a better quarterback than a Jared Goff. And I believe that Dan Quinn, being actually the defensive coach on the defensive side of the ball, more than just a walk-around coach, that at least I have the confidence that there will be a lot of continued success defensively, but you still have to figure out the offensive side of the ball from a coaching perspective. And so you have Jayden Daniels on the rookie deal. Obviously, you're bringing in pieces. You're gonna probably, I assume, pay Scary Terry. You got Debo, who's going to be aging. Zach Ertz, he's aging, and he's been a huge weapon for Jayden Daniels, which I kept saying he's going to be an awesome security blanket for him. You got a run game that's aging. You got a great O-line, but, O-lines very quickly. 1 minute they're great. The next minute they're getting old as well. It's just like things can come and go pretty quickly. So, the decisions that you made today to make this great team right now to be a true contender and true competitor, it's like within a year or two, it's just like it's time to figure something else out. It's like before you know it, it's like, Terry McLaurin, no longer in his prime, lost a step. He's great, but we really need to find another wide receiver 1 in the draft. Like those things happen fast. They just do, faster than anyone ever realizes, honestly. And then again, you lose Cliff Kingsbury, and then you're gonna have to pay Jayden Daniels a lot of money. Look at the 49ers. 49ers are actually a perfect example of this. In a blink of the eye, it's like, oh man, we got to move on from Debo. We can't afford it. Oh gosh, we just paid Brandon Ayuk all this money. Christian McCaffrey's old. We paid him a lot of money, and like, best case scenario, how many years left does he have of his prime? Oh man, we just paid Brock Purdy all this money. Like it happens fast. And again, I think Jayden Daniels is special enough where I'm not like, oh gosh, you got to win. You got to take advantage of his rookie deal. After that, it's going to be so hard for you to win. No, because I think Jayden Daniels is special, and I think Dan Quinn is a great defensive coach. So I think, again, like I said, you'll always have that going for you. For the vast majority of Jayden Daniels' career, he should be great offensively, and you should be great defensively. It's just then rounding out the roster, having the right coach, calling the right plays, having the right game plan. Like, those things are the ones that are a little bit harder to predict. And so since we have that vision today and we can see it, we can touch it, we understand it, it's like, all right, we see what's in front of us. Let's make it happen. So I think a pressure scale of 1 to 10, that feels too low to me. To be clear, though, since I said this is more based off of expectations, because again, pressure can come from so many different sides. Sometimes you have pressure because it's like you better you better win or else. That's not what this is. The pressure is there because I believe what they can achieve. And if they don't, it's just, it's more of a bummer than kind of like, we need to make some serious changes here. We got to consider moving on from Dan Quinn. We got to move on from this guy and this, we got to start selling parts, draft young, this, that. It's like, not saying that obviously either. But I believe in this team. And it's not even to necessarily win a Super Bowl either. It's to enter the conversation of being a perennial top team. I reference this a lot. It's like, we know over these last 5-6 years or so, it's Kansas City Chiefs, the Philadelphia Eagles, Baltimore Ravens, the Buffalo Bills. It's like, we know year after year, well, we know those teams are going to be great. Well, we know those teams will be top teams. And we never know exactly what the order is going to be or how it's going to unfold. But we always know, you're playing the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs, that's a tough game. You're playing the Baltimore Ravens in the playoffs, that's a tough game. The Chiefs, the Eagles, the 49ers, before they kind of got all their injuries, it's like, that's a real game. That's a real game. It's not the category of like, well, it's the Vikings, or well, it's the Broncos, well, it's the Raiders. It's like, no, these are real games. Like, this is for real, man. Like, this is serious. The winner of this game's going to be in an amazing position to win a Super Bowl. Right? And so it's just like, that's what I'm looking for the Commanders to kind of give me that feeling, more than saying they better get to the NFC Championship game. They better get to the Super Bowl. They got to get over this hump, because there is no hump for them to get over right now, which is why you could then say the pressure is kind of lower. But like I said, the pressure that I give them is more based off of expectations of what they can achieve and a somewhat zoomed in timeline of some of these older pieces getting older, as well as a firm belief in that you will lose a key relationship on the offensive side of the ball with Cliff Kingsbury. But all in all, I got high hopes for the Commanders, and I think they will definitely have a lot of success, because also you're going to see the evolution and growth of Jayden Daniels as well, which then also continues to raise the pressure, because you're like, well, this is a great quarterback. You better put a great team around him. You better start winning games. You better win big games, right? You better be in these big moments year after year after year. Otherwise, you find yourself in the situation where you end up being the Cincinnati Bengals, and you don't want to be the Cincinnati Bengals. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Washington Commanders? How much pressure do you think they should have on a scale of 1 to 10? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.